Guys, it's your boy here, and we're at it again with another review. And today we'll be reviewing Street Fighter 6. This game is a fighting game developed and published by Capcom. Now let's talk about plot. It says that the game takes place after Street Fighter 3, and your custom character embarks on a journey throughout the World Tour mode, starting at the bunker security and facing a challenge to pursue the true meaning of strength. And that's technically the whole plot here. And even though the plot was extremely short and simple, it was really interesting, and I was just simply really intrigued by it. That was enough for me to keep going. So overall, the plot, it was honestly fantastic. And with that out of the way, let's talk about the overall gameplay. The game features 3 overarching game modes, which is the Fighting Grounds, the World Tour, and the Battle Hub mode. The World Tour mode is a single player mode featuring your customizable avatar, which allows you to explore various locations, interact with characters, and progress through the story. You can encounter renowned fighters who act as masters, offering to mentor and teach you unique fighting styles. And I am telling you, there is a reason why I spent almost 100 hours on the World Tour alone, and I spent majority of those hours trying to perfect my craft. For a good example, I have my own specific kicking style, god damn it. If you want a fighting style that specifically focuses on punching and attacking people, you could do that. If you want a specific grabbing style, you could definitely do that too. The way that the whole World Tour mode was implemented was just freaking fantastic, and I love it to the highest detail. Now let's talk about the Fighting Ground mode. It contains a local and online versus battle, as well as training and arcade modes, all featuring similar 2D fighting gameplay to the previous games in the series. Their extreme battle mode was pretty cool. It's where you still be able to fight the other player, but they have special rules and gimmicks. Sometimes playing the other arcade modes, if you want to, you could actually put in real-time commentary. It is a brand new feature that is in Street Fighter 6 specifically, where English or Japanese commentators watch action in real time, which in all honesty, I thought it was pretty cool. In the Battle Hub mode, you can compete in ranked or casual matches, and you can also use your created avatar using the skills that you learned in the World Tour mode. You can also participate in special events, or you can play emulated Capcom arcade titles using the same emulation technology used in the Capcom Arcade Stadium series, among other features. And while I was playing online, specifically in ranked and casual matches, I honestly really had no problem with the game. It ran buttery smooth the whole time. Of course, naturally, there's some instances where you do lag. It's honestly because of the other person's connection. They have 18 characters specifically, each with their own specific fighting style. I think it's 19 now, because I think Rashid literally came out yesterday. So not only do the overall roster as a whole has a good colorful cast of characters, and I could already instantly tell from jump they're gonna definitely add more in the near future. Now let's talk about the fights. Majority of the fights are based on the drive gauge meter. It's mostly designed to encourage you to be creative. Of course, naturally, there are 5 different ways of using the drive gauge meter. It also gives you a choice of which one to prioritize first. Some of the drive gauge mechanics are based off the previous existing mechanics previous to the Street Fighter's mainline games, such as parries, focus attacks, and EX move, and adding new ones like drive impact and drive reverse. Multiple super combos return from the Street Fighter's Alpha sub-series, also counting the Ultra Combo W variant from Ultra Street Fighter 4. However, each character only has 3 super combos based on their respective level gauges, so it could go up to 3 respectively, and when your health is really low, it could become a critical art. And certain movesets can only be canceled to super moves based on how many levels you have filled. They do have dynamic controls, modern controls, and classic controls. All these controls, honestly, it makes you feel comfortable on playing the game. So of course, modern controls is just simpler controls. Classic controls is like the previous series, like Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 4, and then dynamic controls is, I'm assuming that it's probably end up being your own custom controls. But I definitely know this for sure, you cannot use the dynamic controls online. You have to use that specifically offline. Graphically, the game looked it freaking not even amazing, I'm gonna say phenomenal, because comparing Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6, the game as a whole looked and changed drastically, dog. Environmentally and a gameplay standpoint, majority of their mechanics work pretty well. And I'm not gonna lie, in certain cases, I did enjoy some of their soundtracks. The only issue that I have with this game, and honestly, this is just me simply nitpicking, and it's like what I said in my open beta review. When you spectate other people mid-match, it'll literally fast forward to that specific part where they are literally fighting live. I'm assuming that they just want everything live for it, but that's technically the only issue that I had. I think that I covered mostly everything. Let's hop on to the overview. On the positive side of things, the overall plot was just fantastic. I love majority of the game modes. When I was playing online, I had no problem. The overall gameplay was just freaking beautiful. I love the colorful cast of characters. I definitely love their freaking creativity in this game. Graphically, the game is good. Environmentally, the game was good, and I definitely enjoyed some of their soundtracks. On the negative side of things, I just felt that the spectator mode was just completely weird, how it worked and everything. The game came out on June 2nd, 2023. The game should be in most platforms, so PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC is also in the next gen consoles as well. If you get the game digitally, it should be about $59.99. Of course, it costs more if you buy certain editions. If you get the game in your local stores, it should be about the same price range, but in some places it's cheaper. It honestly all depends on where you look. So, is this game worth your money? Honestly, I spent, I don't even know how many months playing the Street Fighter 6. So honestly, I feel like anybody or any fighting enthusiast, it is honestly a must-have in your fighting arsenal. So I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet and say that the game is definitely worth your money if you can get this freaking game, dog. And with that was my honest review. If you like this review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below, and I will catch you guys in the next review.